Ever stop to think about what a cotton shirt, a pair of jeans, and, say, a beautiful silk sari really have in common? Well, today we're going to unravel the secret grid that holds so much of our world together. It's an ancient technology you're almost certainly wearing right now. Just think about it for a second. You've got a crisp shirt for work, your favorite pair of sturdy trousers, and a gorgeous, flowing sari. On the surface, they seem completely different, right? But if you could zoom in, way down, you'd see they're all built on the very same brilliant principle. And the common thread here, literally, isn't the color or even the material itself. Nope. It's the absolutely ingenious method used to build them, a technique that gives them their structure and strength, and it's been around for thousands of years. Okay, so what is this big secret? It's weaving. At its core, the idea is so simple. You take two different sets of yarn and you lace them together at right angles. That's it. This basic grid is the invisible architecture behind almost everything we wear and use every single day. Now, to really understand weaving, you have to meet the two stars of the show. We can't just call them threads. They have specific names and, more importantly, very specific jobs to do. So let's meet the warp and the weft. First up, you have the warp threads. Think of these as the foundation of your fabric. They run lengthwise, up and down, and they're held super tight under tension. They're the strong ones. Then you've got the weft. The weft is the traveler. It's the thread that gets to move, going crosswise over and under the warp to actually build the fabric. Here's a really easy way to remember it. The warp is the strong, stationary backbone. It provides all the structure. And the weft is the thread that does all the work, weaving back and forth, creating the actual substance and the pattern you see. One is the skeleton, the other is the skin. So we have these two types of threads, but how do they go from being just strands into a solid piece of cloth? Well, that all happens on a loom, and it's basically a simple three-step dance that just repeats over and over and over again. It's like a little bit of mechanical magic. The whole process really just boils down to these three key moves. First, shedding. The loom lifts some of the warp threads up and pulls others down, creating this little triangular opening. Next, the pick. A weft thread is shot through that opening. And finally, the beat up. The loom pushes, or beats, that new weft thread tightly into place against the one before it. Shed, pick, beat up. That simple rhythm, done thousands of times, is what creates your fabric. Okay, so that's the process. But why does any of this matter? Why go through all this trouble? Well, all that interlacing and weaving isn't just for show. This process is exactly what gives woven fabrics their special character and, most importantly, their strength. So here's the crucial point. That tight interlocking grid creates a fabric that is incredibly stable. It holds its shape really well. You'll notice it doesn't really stretch much, if at all. And because of that strong structure, it's tough, it's durable, it's built to resist a whole lot of wear and tear. And that is why weaving is so important. You want a shirt that holds its collar and shape. You need your denim to be tough enough to handle your day. You need the upholstery on your furniture to last for years and years. For any application where that structure is absolutely essential, weaving is the perfect solution. So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you pull on a shirt or you see an elegant sari, just take a second to look a little closer. You're not just looking at a piece of cloth. You're looking at an ancient, intricate grid of warp and weft, a hidden architecture that quite literally is holding our world together, one thread at a time.